Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in the Liverpool All-Regen series in 2030. I think I really need to make a better title than that, don't I? And it's going to be against Leicester. And we are going to be once again sticking with the 4-4-2, this time a new partnership potentially in Silvani and Wiltshire up front. We also have quite a young midfield here with Lopez, or Lopez, I don't know, I think it's just Lopez, and Antunes on the right. We've got a bit quite more experienced defence with Caratazzolo and Wheeler playing, of course, two war horses. Can't say I know too many of this Leicester team, as ever, I don't expect to know too many of them. Although I will say I do know this guy called Halliday. He scored a blinder of a goal against me once when he played for Newcastle. I just want to go over a few transfers as well. What's going on here? I found this guy called Dan Liddle. He plays for Newcastle, actually. He's a centre-back. And he has 3.5 star potential now. Someone pointed out to me, I think it was, I've forgotten your name, my friend, so I apologise, but he said the reason why I'm not seeing any 4.5 star or 5-star players, of course, because of the level I'm playing at. You can't get any higher just because it's Liverpool. For a 5-star player to be at Liverpool standards, he has to be godlike, literally, godlike. So 3.5 stars really like your peak. That's like really good. That's fantastic. I think Messi probably would qualify, possibly as a probably as a 4-star player. Very, very, very much so outside chances of 4.5 star if you're pushing it, but I think he probably would be a 4-star. Just to give you an idea of that. I've also two players who cannot get in the squad currently. Pedro Acosta, I've talked about before. I think he is now getting on a bit. Oops, that's Novello, wrong one. Acosta, he is 35 now, I think. Yeah, and I'm trying to maybe shift him. He's a bit too old. He will train at the club, but he wants first team football, and so I can't exactly promise you that. So I might have to shift him. So we'll see how we do, and we're going to go up against Leicester here. I didn't show myself picking the team this time, mainly because I don't know. Actually, I think I just kind of wanted to get on with it. I wanted to get on with these transfers, sort everything out, but also get on with the game, of course, because let's be honest here, this is the main part of the game. And Leicester's pitch is a bit all weird. It's kind of, I don't know if that's because it's a new ground or something, and the green, it's very all, I don't know, the green's all light at one end and quite dark at the other. Maybe it's a rugby stadium, I don't know. And that's a stern telling off for Philippe here inside the first minute. So you can't have a booking inside the first minute, that'd be very harsh. Oh, we're in already. Trevor Sadler with a goal, the captain's goal again, and it is Alcino Lopez with the assist. Genuine going to be hopefully a stalwart in my midfield very soon. I mean, he's already, when he was 16, he showed brilliant promise and signs. I mean, it's very difficult to find a 16-year-old. I won't say it never happens in real life, let's be honest. I mean, how often do you ever see a 16-year-old blend in, really, really quickly into a team, especially a foreign 16-year-old? You just don't see it. But on this, you can be a bit more, a bit more lenient with your players, and throwing them in earlier. I threw 15-year-olds in once, and it's you can be more lenient. I mean, I think it's possibly down to I don't know, that sort of human element missing. Maybe obviously that games will quite possibly never ever be able to replicate. I don't know, but yeah, I've thrown 15-year-olds. I wouldn't recommend it, but I have thrown them into the team, and first team experience is always useful. So here we go. Wiltshire, he had the chance before. He's in again here, and his goalkeeper made a save, and I'm not entirely sure what Silvani's just done there. Okay, Wiltshire, hopefully, he should be able to blend into the team pretty soon. He looked quite good for Blackburn. He was a pretty dangerous player. Not the absolute monster that Fredinho is or anything. I'm not expecting to become, but as it's certainly a good squad player, I'm hoping that's what he should be, or at least hopefully become. A few people have been saying, obviously you need to replace all of these older players. I think certainly in defence is the main area is defence. I think certainly like Caratazzolo, Acosta, Wheeler in their mid to late 30s. Obviously, we've got, like I've talked about, James Goller. I've also got a young guy called Vassi coming in. So, there's a lot of youngsters in there that I have got down now for hopefully the next 10 or 15 years, depending on how long I play this for still. And hopefully I do want to continue because I'm really, really enjoying it. Oh, and it's 2. and it is Silvani. Brown is down though. That is a problem. Now you may be thinking so far, God, this is really fucking easy. It's honestly, this has actually been one of the best starts we've had to a season for ages, because we always usually start poorly and then work our way up. Well, good reactions, I suppose. But as I was saying, yeah, we have a very odd start usually, but this is the most comfortable a team have had in very well, certainly a long time. And Jason Wiltshire. Oh no, it's not Wiltshire. It's our own goal for Howson for the goalkeeper. Well, I've got to see this. Usually when it's an own goal goalkeeper, unless it's particularly obvious that it's bounced off him, they're usually very funny own goals. Let's have a look at this. Well, Sadler got on the end of this here. It was very quick. Don't lag. I'm not entirely sure how that was a goalkeeper own goal. He didn't touch the ball. That just robbed Jason Wiltshire of his first goal. Oh, come on, game. That means he's not going to score ever for me now. Oh, don't let them score. No, it's offside. And so we can't have them back. Had too many times. I was playing my Southampton save for the first time in like, I don't know, 4 months or so. And I was playing Birmingham, and we were 3-0 up, and it was like 80th minute. I was like, game over. It's all good. Took a few players off. 90th minute, they brought it back to 3-3. And let's hope that doesn't happen again here, because that is... let's push higher up. I want to dominate. Yeah, and they brought it back to 3-3 in like 10 minutes. And at that point, I switched the game off. And I'm probably not going to go back to it after that. I was very, very annoyed. But let's hopefully, we can dominate here. Let's just restore this 3-goal lead, hopefully. A lot of these midfielders, like Lopez, are DMCs as well, defensive midfielders, which is they're very common. They're either attacking midfielders or it's not going to go for them, is it? Put the ball, gotta put a bit of power through it. Yeah, a lot of DMCs. They're either AMCs or DMCs. There's no normal AMs, just normal MC midfielders. Which is odd, really, because they never sort of stabilise that 4-4-2. They're always They're always used to some wacky formation. It's kind of, I don't know. Just an observation I noticed. Oh, Wiltshire, he's having a bit of a nightmare at the moment, isn't he? He can't score well. He's had a goal completely robbed off him, and he's now got a yellow card. That's annoying. I still can't make out why that was a Howson own goal. I don't know what he did. There you go. It's what's been done is done. We just need to get to half time now, I think, before we do anything more stupid. I think Brown's okay, like that injury before. And here we go again, coming on the attack, and that's a good save from the goalkeeper. So, pretty dominant, but we have to make sure, of course, they don't get that one extra goal, because if they come back to 3-2, it's, it's anyone's game, really, isn't it? And it should be half time any second now. There we go. So again, Trevor Sadler being the outstanding player. To get complacent. Why is he abysmal? What? Huh, that's a bit weird. Everyone's superb or very good, and he's abysmal. I think when you see that, it's a player thing. That's a personal player thing, surely. Because that's a bit weird. Maybe he's not happy here. I don't know. I haven't seen too much of him. I've stuck him in the reserves for quite a bit, because he started I put him in a few games last season. He was awful. But I'll prepare to give him another chance here, possibly. New season and all that. Apologise if I do sound like I've got a blocked nose, by the way. It's I've had a terrible cold over the so I don't know what the hell I've had, something in the last few days. And that's a great save by the Ramirez there. I don't know what I've got. Every time I start a commentary like one of these, I always sound like I've got a cold. I need to stop it. Anyway, I think I might make some changes now. I take Silvani off, actually. I know he scored, but... yeah, as you can see, I know Wiltshire's slightly lacking. Castillo now, he needs to be an AF. He has been injured, so obviously he needs match fitness, so I think this might be a good time to give him some. 2 goals up. Here he goes now. Here goes Wiltshire. He's putting into... Oh, lovely goal. There you go. Pushed up into top gear, and he has his goal. So Good start for him there. Thought it was not going to go for him, but there you go. He got the ball halfway line, runs, beats Whittle, who falls over. I don't know if that was just brute force and he should have shoved him over, but we have our 3-goal lead restored. Both centre forwards there, Silvani and Wiltshire, getting a goal. Let's hope Castillo can get a goal as well, because he's my 20 goal a season man. It's been like main one, the one I look for to get the big goals, or at least a lot of them anyway. Because obviously I expect Wiltshire, Silvani, Suarez will chip in with at least 10, or around 10, and then obviously you've got Castillo with the main bulk of the goals. Oof, nearly went in. God, it's 20 minutes early and you're leaving. That is terrible. Took me ages to remember that Leicester Stadium wasn't the Walker Stadium, or it was of course the King Power Stadium. I don't even know what King Power is. Assuming got something to do with their owners. Whoa, that's hit the bar. There goes Wiltshire now. He's been brought down by Barry Halliday, who I highlighted before. Okay, we are going to now take Sadler off just to preserve him. As I've mentioned before, I'd like to wrap him up in cotton wool, and Velo will come on. And I will also, in fact, Tom Wheeler will go captain. He's vice captain. Actually, no, sorry, no, yeah, he is. Yeah, Fredinho's the vice captain. But obviously, he's not here today. Decided to leave him at home. Don't know why. I just rotate them. Strikers. There's no real reason why I miss certain players. I just go with my gut instinct and pick them. There's no real reasoning to it, unless it's the only time I ever did it was former clubs. Cadletcher is a great example, because of course Cadletcher, who's been watching for quite some time, he signed for Newcastle, and then I bought him back, and I'd play him every time, and he pretty much would score every time against them. Oh, and it's going to go through. Oh, he's offside. Oh, I thought it was going to be one of them little dodgy, little horrible goals, but fortunately not for Wiltshire. He was offside, so I'll put Guyan on for the last. Actually, no. In fact, we'll put Jackson on, my young, hopeful prodigy. Coming on for the last few minutes. He's got like 4 or 5 goals last season, which isn't bad at all for a 17-year-old. And a lot of players, a lot of Americans on this are called Brown. I've got my David Brown here. There's another guy who plays for Leicester called Nick Brown. They both happen to be American, which is really funny. So I don't know. Anyway, here's Lopez. Oof. They will be booked now. Well, Nick Brown. Yeah, there's a lot of Browns. I don't know why. Yeah, Lopez, I should also point out, they didn't show it there, but of course, I'll show you his stats actually. He has 20 free kick taking, which is excellent. You're always very useful to have. So, there you go, 4-1. Nice victory over Leicester. Let's see, who was man of the match? It was Sadler. What a surprise that is. So everyone's happy. Pretty decent performance all round. Cool. I need to also show you, I'm not too sure if I did show you, no I didn't, the Champions League group that I've been drawn into. And who's top there? Can't see it. This is the part where it takes forever. There you go. So, yep, confident. No offers for Lacoste. Okay, I need to transfer that, of course. Show you my transfer group. I'll show you Lopez's stats as well. This is what we've been drawn against. Anderlecht, Valencia and Dortmund. Of course, Dortmund are without Mario Götze, who has retired now. I should just point that out to those who think for some reason he is still there. So we've yet to lose. In fact, apart from this 1-1 against this Chinese club, we have a reasonable 100% record, which is excellent. I'll show you finally Lopez's stats as well, since he is, as I say, someone I'm putting a lot of hope on. Where is he? There he is. He's 19 now. He can speak English, which is good. And let's see, where's free kick taking? Yes, there he is. 20. He's pretty pacey as well. 16 agility, 15 pace, pretty good. I think a few people like this thing as well. Sorry, not that one. Where is it? This. A few people like this as well. So I think actually I might change to this attribute screen as opposed to the profile screen. Yeah, so these are his stats currently. He's got 1 assist as well, as you can see, which is always good. And yeah, so there he is. free kick taking, he will hopefully be the main free kick taker in the centre midfield. He has a very odd face as well, as do all the regens. Anyway, we have a 2-week break now as the transfer window goes into overdrive on transfer deadline day. I will be back then for this Blackpool game. Not the hardest to start, is it? Let's be honest. We've had Chelsea and then, well, we do have Tottenham after in a few games' time, so obviously that'll be a good game. But yeah, so thanks for watching, lads. Hit the like button, and I will be back to do a transfer roundup and the Blackpool game. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.